The Las Vegas Raiders Stadium is a little more than 50% done. The last half of the construction will wrap up in 436 days.
But who's counting? Everyone still wants to know about the parking, though. Fox 5 sports reporter Vince Sapienza was at today's meeting. He's here to update us on the progress.
Christine, John, parking is the issue everybody's talking about. We will get to that. But the biggest takeaway tonight is the $1.84 billion stadium project is getting a little bit more expensive. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been assured that the stadium is on time and on budget, but the interest the Raiders here have in Vegas is very much ahead of schedule.
This is about good news, not bad news. It's about good news.
Raiders staff were all smiles Thursday night as they announced to the Stadium Authority Board they were adding another $40 million to the nearly $2 billion project.
Sales of PSLs and suites and club seats and sponsorships exceeding our budgeted performance and continuing at a very, very robust pace, which then means that we have funding available to do some additional things that weren't originally planned.
With that money, the Raiders will now create a North End Zone Field club section that will seat 700 to 800 more fans. They'll add a total of 20 new suites between two levels, along with expanding the security perimeter outside the stadium.
The project remains on budget.
It was not a heavy discussion point this time around, but Don Webb, Chief Operating Officer for the stadium, did bring up parking.
We're in the process of finalizing a comprehensive transportation plan, including on-site and dispersed parking, and I've described our philosophy in terms of dispersing the parking. We have been actively acquiring real estate near the stadium, which we intend to develop and devote to parking. One such current acquisition will more than double the parking that we currently control.
Webb says the team is also looking to lease nearby property and partner with neighborhood businesses to create a parking co-op. He and his staff will make their parking plan public in June.
Our goal is to make sure that that has a uniform look and feel and marketing and pricing and all, security, all the rest, so that it becomes a seamless experience for the Raiders fan or the concert goer.
Now, also discussed was the Hacienda overpass located just south of the stadium. The team says they're looking to make that a pedestrian exclusive path on game days, and they expect 20 to 25,000 Raider fans to utilize that on game days. And John, Christine, I know we've driven past that stadium, and every time we drive past it seems to get a little bit bigger, but 17 enormous cranes sit there right now. They expect that number to dwindle, and that is a sign of progress when it comes to a stadium such as the NFL's Raiders magnitude.
And this inclement weather that we've had this winter hasn't slowed them down well, huh?
The only hiccup they've had, it was a 53-day speed bump, if you will, where all the steel didn't come in on time, but they were able to maneuver, work on some other things, manage their way through, and they are right on course.
Multitasking.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Vince.